But, you know, is it the ideal way to to teach kids? Who knows? Yes, we're in a bit of a rush today, folks. I'm sorry about that. Most of you know that I do give blood on a regular basis, and I just so happened, I didn't realize it was a Monday, but I just so happened to schedule it for 10 a.m., which it usually takes them an extra 10-15 minutes to set up anyway. So by the time I finish CTT this morning and I run out the door and get to the hospital, it'll be time to give blood. So unfortunately, I will not be able to hold for questions.
But I can hold for
Ronan, take it
questions.
away.
Thank you for
Yeah,
joining
you
us.
can
My
hold
name
for
is Mr.
questions.
Reality. I'm from Reality Forecast on YouTube, and I'm joined with Liz Cross through our Monday morning meditation of consciousness transformation technique invented by George Duzman. And if you're new to us, we want you to join along with us and speak aloud the issues that come up as we move through this meditation. Liz, what are we working on this morning?
Oh, well, so the negative self-talk was so incredibly powerful last week. I got lots of emails about it. I got lots of texts and Discord messages, and everybody seemed to be really thrilled with the negative self-talk. And in fact, by the end of the week last week, I had actually even had a shift in consciousness. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take this anymore. So I thought not only would we work on the negative self-talk, but a continuum to the negative self-talk that is located in our DNA today. If everybody's good with that.
The negative self-talk that is within our DNA. We can give it a shot, see what happens.
Well, yeah, we can. And just so you guys know, for those of you listening to the recording, it's the first of the month, so this recording is made public. But the rest of the month's recordings will be behind the paywall on patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. All right. So, any announcements from you, Mr. Reality?
Right. Let's get started.
Is there anybody new here? Anyone new this morning? If you are new, please put your hand up. Let us know that you're new so we can help you. Anyone new? I don't see any hands.
Lagita is new, apparently. So Lagita, what we're doing is imagine your arms crossed in front of you and you're tapping alternatively like on a left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right on your tricep or bicep in between your elbow and your shoulder. And you're saying these words aloud if you can, or you can tap your feet and you just want to tap the energy away in your body.
Good morning. Okay, great. And of course, if you have questions, I'm trying to look at the chat while I'm doing this at the same time. Mr. Reality is always looking at the chat. So if you have any questions, just let us know. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open responsibly. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
An optimum etheric pyramid.
An optimum etheric pyramid.
As well as.
An
optimum etheric Faraday cage.
An optimum etheric Faraday cage.
For the empowerment and protection.
For the empowerment and protection.
Of each one of us.
Of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Just so you know, one of one of George's friends reached out over the weekend, and she also had some other stuff of George's that she had saved up over the years. I think a lot of his writings, and she sent me all of those on a file as well. So I am going to build a library at some point for George. But I'll just say it again. I do have all of the recordings. So if any of you were one of George's original people and you were in the, in the Zoom room getting your things recorded, whether on the Skype or the Zoom, I do have copies of those recordings. Okay, so treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest,
easily and joyfully manifest,
the ability to see,
the ability to see,
optimally recognize,
optimally recognize,
use and enjoy
use and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Ronan, just to let you know, your audio keeps cutting out, but most people know to follow me anyway.
No, my dog keeps barking. I'm trying to mute. Go ahead.
Oh,
Information transfer
information.
is now complete. So be it.
So-
It is done.
So be it. It is done. There you go. Yeah, don't worry. We're good with dogs. Don't worry. We're all dog lovers here, dog friends. We're so lucky to have dogs in our lives and pets.
And cats and horses and birds and frogs and snakes, whatever else you have.
No, there are no snakes in my house. I can assure you. No, no, no.
We had
And
some in my house, but I had to
no,
get them out
no,
because
no,
it was
no.
unintentional.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. Ronan, you had one that was living in the box. Where
Yeah, we had a snake infestation here. That was fun. All right. How about optimally
the last
transmute the negative self-talk within my DNA?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. But we got to do spiritual helpers. All right, last part of opening. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers
of all of our spiritual helpers
and divine teams.
and divine team.
They will take away any and all dark energy,
They will take away any and all dark energy,
immediately transport it into the spirit world.
immediately transport it into the spirit world.
It will then be transmuted into white light positive karma
It will then be transmuted into white light positive karma
and deposited back into the universe.
and deposit it back into the universe.
The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
All right. Sorry. What were those words again, Ronan?
I don't know. You want to talk about self-talk that lives in the DNA. And so my question is, does it really? And is it
Ooh.
something that we need to get rid of? I think self-talk just lives in the present. So the DNA, it seems like that would be in the past, or a record of all of our encounters and lifetimes.
So that's a good question. So let's ask. I'm going to grab DNA. Do you hold information, negative self-talk from not just this lifetime, but from previous lifetimes? Absolutely, it does, right? So I want to ask this question. Is the soul located within the DNA? So there is kind of like an overlay of the soul, what I'm getting in the DNA. Okay, but most of the time the soul lives where? Behind, it's like either right on top or right behind the solar plexus. It's a really strange thing. It's tucked away down in there. So yeah, that was a good question, Ronan. So easily and joyfully manifest the optimum clearing out of all of the negative self-talk in the present, lifetime, and any that is stored within our DNA. What do you
Present,
think?
past, and future.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because tomorrow
Peasant.
we might have more negative
That's what
self-talk. Let's clear it out.
that, that's what I was. I was a peasant. But I want to be very specific, because even though we say present, past, and future, okay, it means that we're still carrying that coding with us forward into the next lifetime. So I want to get rid of that coding, that negative self-talk programming that's held within the DNA. All right, so let's try this. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the ability to clear out
the ability to clear out
any and all negative self-talk
any and all negative self-talk
that is held in our present lifetime
that is held in our present lifetime
and is also in our DNA programming.
and also within our DNA programming.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I got this wave come over me when I said the DNA programming, and it was like, you're nothing. You're worthless. You're this, you're that. What did you get?
I got millions of monkeys sitting at a typewriter.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. Millions of monkeys sitting at a typewriter, because our DNA has been with us, right? Has it been with us since our first lifetime here on earth? No, it's before that. It's before that. So now I have to ask this question. Is part of that DNA the programming of our soul even when we're not in a body? Absolutely. Okay, so we have lifetimes in between lifetimes, of course, right? Just because you're not on the earth plane doesn't mean that you're not having a lifetime. It just means you're not having a lifetime in a body, and you're still learning. You're still trying to process, although it's when we're in the body that's when we have this really insane ability to process emotions, process. But we're still affecting our DNA even when we're off the earth plane. Wow, I did not know that. Okay. So if you guys get any negatives, drop it in the chat and we'll read it out. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I have made many mistakes in my past lives.
I've made many mistakes in my past lives.
I was flying blind.
I was going in
Fly,
blind.
flying blind. Yeah. I was making and designing lifetimes
I was making and designing lifetimes
without any insight and guidance.
without any insight or guidance.
I have damaged my soul.
I have banished my soul,
Damaged with a D.
damaged my soul,
And I have made many bad decisions.
and I've made many bad decisions.
What else?
My life is a divine comedy.
And I'm laughing at that. My life is a divine comedy. It's hilarious. I've made so many bad mistakes. There's so many flaws in my DNA.
There are so many flaws in my DNA.
Oh my gosh. What else?
I will never amount to anything.
I'll never amount to anything. I'm worthless. I'm useless. I'm
I am
frustrated.
worthless. I'm useless.
I'm frustrated.
I am frustrated.
All right, let's finish this one out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Ronan, that was hilarious. Yeah, and if you don't laugh, you'd cry, right? So we have to laugh. What did you get?
Just got this like swirling tornado all around us again. Like everything you're trying to catch, like all the paperwork and all the plans and all of the it's just going up in smoke and a tornado.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're tapping into, probably millions of years of programming. And when we first have our lifetimes here on the earth plane, they're very simple lifetimes. They're like a seed or a blade of grass or, an amoeba, something really, really, it seems so insignificant. But we can take with us a lot of that negative programming into the subsequent lifetimes. Now, the other thing is that the soul keeps repeating what it knows. Okay. So, for example, if the soul says, you know what? I learned so much more when I only have just enough, right? It keeps me motivated. It keeps me humble. It keeps me striving for a lot more. So I'm only going to design these lifetimes to only have just enough because that's what I know best. And that's another flaw in the programming as well. Because that gets old. It gets old, doesn't it? I mean, just having enough gets old. So, and even though in this lifetime it's just a small blip compared to the entire timeline of our soul, the soul keeps recreating what it knows best, and there's a lot of flaws in those programs and that design. So I got like, I don't deserve to live my best life. That's what I got.
Sure you do.
So let's tap. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We do not deserve
We do not deserve
to live our best life
to live our best life
here on the earth plane.
here on the earth plane.
We have to punish ourselves
We have to punish ourselves
to make it worthwhile.
to make it worthwhile.
We have to bring ourselves down to nothing.
We have to bring ourselves down to nothing.
And we repeat this behavior again and again.
And we repeat this behavior again and again.
We don't know how to design things any other way.
We don't know how to design things any other way.
This is what seems to work for us.
This is what seems to work for us.
What else?
I stand in my own path of success.
I stand in my own path of success. I self-sabotage all the
I
time.
self-sabotage. My only success is constant failure.
My yeah, that's a good one. My only success is constant failure. I can never be where I want to be.
I can never be where I want to be.
My goals seem unobtainable.
My goals seem unobtainable.
I keep searching and searching for knowledge. How do I know that it is the right place to look?
I keep searching for knowledge. How do I know it's the right place to look?
What else?
I'm destined to repeat my same failures because it's written all over my face.
I'm destined to repeat my same failures because it's written all over my face. I think I have let go with my conscious mind, but I draw the same patterns in.
I think I've let go with my conscious mind, but I draw the same patterns in.
I don't know how to clear out my energy field.
I don't know how to clear out my energy field.
I cannot connect with my divine team.
I cannot connect with my divine team.
What else?
I'm holding the world on my shoulders.
I'm holding the world on my shoulders. If we don't struggle, it won't happen.
If we don't struggle, it won't happen.
I feel a lot of regret.
I feel a lot of regret. I don't have time for success.
I don't have time for success. I feel regret because I'm now just learning what this is.
I feel regret because I'm now just learning what this is.
I feel like my years have been wasted.
I feel like my years have been wasted.
Anything else? That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
I got, and I don't know where this is coming from, but I want to make a mark in this lifetime, but I fear I am going to leave without having accomplished anything. What did you get?
Yeah, I got the same thing. It was like hieroglyphics on the mountaintop. So it's the same idea that we need to leave that impression of for posterity.
You have to admire people that have left a really positive legacy on the earth plane, and people are still talking about them even now. They may have been around a couple of 100 years ago, with the inventions or whatever it is, and people are still talking. Like, that is amazing. Really, that's amazing. And like we got in that probe, which the lady who you know begged Congress for Thanksgiving. She's now having massive Thanksgiving dinners in this lifetime, and she doesn't even know who she was in the last lifetime. So it's just this thing. It's like, wow, I wish we could take that knowledge with us, but we're just not allowed. It's just frustrating. Okay, so it's about leaving the earth plane feeling unaccomplished. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I have a fear.
I have a fear.
I will leave this earth plane.
I will leave this earth plane.
I won't have made any positive contributions.
I won't have made any positive contribution.
My legacy will be forgotten.
My legacy will be forgotten.
My name will no longer be spoken.
My name will no longer be spoken.
And I just fade away.
And I'll just fade away.
What else?
And no one will remember me.
No one will remember me. No one cares if I live or die.
No one cares if I live or die.
I'm lost and I'm lonely.
I am lost and I'm lonely.
Okay, I don't know where this came from. I'm afraid of the dark.
I'm afraid of the dark.
What else? Ooh, I'm afraid to look at myself in the mirror.
I'm afraid to look at myself in the mirror.
I don't want to remind myself what I see, what I look like.
I don't want to remind myself what I look like.
What else?
It's easier to be forgotten than remembered.
It's easier to be forgotten than remembered. I am nothing remarkable.
I am nothing remarkable.
That
I have
part of our
forgotten my past lives, so why shouldn't everyone else?
Oh, yeah. I've forgotten my past life, so why shouldn't everyone else? I'm not privileged enough to receive this information.
I am not supposed to receive this information.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of my being is willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Gosh, this is really heavy. I'm nothing but a speck of dust. What did you get?
What did I get? I got some like tapping, like drum beats, like an old African tribe drum beating of just like a
Mm-hmm.
ceremony type thing.
Okay. Full disclosure, I got the same thing. I saw the same thing. I'm like, why am I sitting in the middle of an African tribe thousands of years ago in the middle of their ceremony? I got the exact same thing and I couldn't
Aha.
figure that out. So I think that's a message that this is going so far back that we are not, it should be locked away forever and we're not supposed to tap into it.
But we have better ideas.
Well, of course. Of course we do. You know, we're if that's not off limits for us. When you got the CTT, there are hardly any limitations with that. Mm.
We need to program the monkeys to start rewriting the code.
Well, yeah, that's why George called it becoming unlimited. Becoming unlimited is what he used to say, because the CTT is unlimited. And I agree with him. It is unlimited. However, I put in my own boundaries. So I won't work on physical ailments. But if you're happy to like take on somebody else's physical ailments, yeah, it's unlimited. Of course it is. But then you've got to be willing to take on what they're offloading. Unless you find a way to completely detach from it, and you don't get any filaments of their ailments in your energy strands. Okay, so that's interesting. This is going so far back, we're not allowed to tap into it. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This goes so far back,
This goes so far back,
we are unable to tap into it.
we are unable to tap into it.
It's supposed to be locked away
It
forever.
is supposed to be locked away.
We're not allowed to access this information.
We are not allowed to access this type of information.
It is deep rooted in mathematical coding,
It is deep rooted in mathematical coding,
and our brains are not allowed to solve it.
and our brains are not allowed to solve it.
This is why we have limited brain capacity.
This is why we have limited brain capacity.
We're not allowed to access those realms.
We are not allowed to access those realms.
What else?
We are not allowed to see the future.
We are not allowed to see the future, the past, and half the time we can't even see the present.
We are not allowed to see the past or the present or the future.
We live in a pit of confusion.
We live in a pit of confusion.
That's how we lose our power.
That's how we lose our power.
When we empower ourselves, the pathway is clear.
When we empower ourselves, the pathway is clear.
But we're not allowed to have that information.
But we are not allowed to have that information.
What else?
My self-talk is a distraction from my action.
My self-talk is a distraction from my action. You're a poet and didn't know it. All right. My negative self-talk rules my life.
My negative self-talk rules my life.
It is who I am.
It is who I am.
And it is who I will always be.
And it is who I will always be.
It defines every fiber of my being.
It defines every fiber of my being.
I've lived with it for so long, why offload it now?
I have lived with it for so long, why offload it now?
I have low self-esteem.
I have low self-esteem.
Low self-worth.
Low self-worth.
I am a failure.
I am a failure.
I am a disaster.
I am a disaster.
What else?
My negative self-talk is the only way I jive with others.
Oh, I just got that too. My negative self-talk is the only way I connect with others. Anything else? We're tuned into one another today. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing and information permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. My throat is really tight. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I've got a heaviness in my throat and on my chest. And if you're experiencing the same thing, this is absolutely normal. Don't get scared of it. Are you guys feeling the same thing?
Oh,
Ooh,
there's a
somebody's got
blazing
a blazing headache. Yeah, let me tune into that. Blazing headache. I keep trying and trying and trying. Nothing works and I can't see any way out. That's what I'm getting. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I keep trying and trying and trying.
I keep trying and trying and trying.
Yawning is good. Nothing seems to work.
Nothing seems to work.
I can't seem to change my life.
I cannot seem to change my life.
I have no direction.
I have no direction.
What else?
My only direction is down.
Oh no. No, oh no. Our only direction is down. Oh no. That's okay as long as you're going back up again. You're on the roller coaster. And this does feel like a roller coaster ride. Life feels like a roller coaster ride. It's never smooth. What else?
I can
I
never experience joy.
I can never experience joy. I don't allow myself to experience joy. I feel guilty.
I don't allow myself to experience joy. I feel guilty about it.
I have mental anguish.
I have mental anguish.
I'm not a good person.
I am not a good person.
What else?
I am common.
I am common. I am not special. I am not unique.
I am not special. I am not unique.
What else? I'll never make it.
I will never make it. I'll do it in the next lifetime.
I'll just try again in the next lifetime and the next and the next and the next and the next. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm too damaged.
I am too damaged.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
Yawning is really good. Coughing, yawning, burping, all of that's really good. So let's take a deep breath. That's why we take the deep breath, by the way, because it helps to push out the residual energy. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done. I
So
got,
be it. It is done.
sorry, I'm so excited. I cannot stand up for myself. What did you get?
Oh, when I read I am damaged, I just saw the Rudolph's The Island of the Misfit Toys in my head.
Oh, wow. And you know what I got? I got like a pile of shoes. A pile of shoes. Like old, worn out
Ah, could be
shoes.
on the island. Sure.
Oh yeah, it could be, but it yeah, yeah, that's true. So what did you guys get? I think the shoes are from I think the shoes are from a previous our previous lifetimes, right? it was like our shoes from they're from previous lifetimes, but the disturbing image is that if anybody's ever been to like the Holocaust Museum or any war museums, that's a very famous display of like the shoes of the people that were killed. Shoes can say a lot about people too. um I know certainly when I was in London, because I used to spend every summer there doing, psychic circles and participating and things like that. And one of the really strange exercises that we did was reading people's shoes, right? So we sat in a circle. There was probably like 8 or 10 of us, and we were instructed to take off our shoes, not touch them. You take them off and you leave them exactly where they have been placed.
Sounds stinky. I got the catacombs of Paris too, like just the skulls of people.
Yeah. The catacombs, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Have you have you ever been in the catacombs? Creep factor 10 plus plus plus. Okay. So this is really like these shoes are disturbing me. Oh, okay. It's representative of my soul is tired. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
Our souls are tired.
Our souls are tired and sleepy.
We've been playing the same game over and over and over.
We've been playing the same game over and over and over.
The odds are stacked against us.
The odds are stacked against us.
What else?
I can't read the writing on the wall.
I can't read the writing on the wall. When will this game end? It feels never ending.
This game feels never ending.
I keep getting my hopes up about coming back down to the earth plane,
I'm keeping my hopes up about coming down to the earth plane,
and my shoes are worn and torn.
and my shoes are worn and torn.
Oh, there you go. What else?
I can't survive another round of this insanity.
Oh, each round is exhausting. Why should we be motivated to continue
Why should we be motivated to continue
with very little rewards?
with very little reward?
We're like the mouse following the breadcrumb trail.
We're like the mouse following the breadcrumb trail.
What else?
I don't
Our
have any
souls,
fight left within me.
I don't have any fight left. This is exhausting. Our souls are damaged.
Our souls are damaged.
Can't we just have one lifetime where things go our way? Oh my
Can't we just
God.
have one lifetime where things go our way?
Anything else? That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, this is very profound. And that last round, I got that the negative programming causes brain damage. And I absolutely agree with that. It does cause brain damage because your brain has to wire around the programming. So the programming is being laid down early on, and then the brain has to wire to it. It's really strange how this works, right? So basically, we're born, and our DNA holds all these experiences, and our soul holds all these experiences, but we have this path that we have to follow. Then, as we are going through childhood, depending upon the severity of it, any and all negative programming goes in. And what it does, it builds layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And at the same time, the brain is formulating brain connections. Okay. So now the brain is also wiring around those layers of either positive programming, which doesn't cause brain damage, or the negative programming, which does cause brain damage. And that's why I got in that last round that, yeah, negative programming, negative self-talk causes severe brain damage. And what it does is, those that have received that damage due to, for whatever reason, shut up, you're not good enough, whatever the things were, right? Or even you could have been bullied by your siblings or bullied at school, whatever it is. And as it's creating these layers and layers and layers, right, the brain is, and so these brain connections become very deep rooted, and it causes brain damage. And for those people that have had those experiences, they, depending upon how strong, emotionally strong they are, and not everybody can be emotionally strong. Actually, it's, rare. But for those people, a lot of them, they're already in a deep hole and they're having to climb out. And so what was very apparent was, well, I'm only climbing out of this hole now at this age, and I've wasted so much time, because that's what happens. Now, some remarkable people can receive that level of um, programming, but for whatever reason within their soul says, you know what? A, I'm not going to believe it. And B, I'm going to get as far away from this as possible. And they become remarkable achievers. But I find that those people are usually people that climb to the top, okay, and they lack empathy. So where do you go? But I'm talking about in the extreme end, they lack empathy. But definitely this negative programming, and the negative programming that causes us to have this self-talk that's constantly bubbling up to the surface, it causes brain damage. That's what I got. What did you get?
Yeah, I had an axe in my head, so it was a lot more succinct. But yeah, same thing.
Oh my God. It's Christmas, Ronan, not Halloween, love. All right.
That's the metaphor, the brain damage. It's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta be lighthearted, and you gotta laugh and make light of all the situations. You have to. You have to. That's part of my police training, right? You just have to. Because if you sit there becoming emotionally attached to every time you heard someone was stabbed, raped, kidnapped, beaten, whatever, robbed, shot at, right? You would not make it throughout a 12-hour shift. So you have to make light of every situation. You just do. And if you can't do that, then you guys need to work on that, right? You have to have humor. If you don't have it, your life must be really lacking.
Love
Okay,
letting
so
party of one is up quickly.
right, party on. All right, so let's work on this brain damage. So I'm going to go George Deuceman style for the last couple of minutes here. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much damage has been caused by the negative programming? It's 10. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This 10 level negative programming
This 10 level negative programming
that has damaged us in many ways,
that has damaged us in many ways,
including our brains.
including our brain.
It has caused us to be slow
It has caused us to be slow
in the game of life,
in the game of life,
and now we're trying to play catch up.
and now we're trying to play catch up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, I just got a massive sharp pain in the front of my head and over my left eye. So I'm going to tune into that on a scale of 0 to 10. That's a 7. What is that? I cannot change. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
these 7-level feelings.
this 7-level healing,
No, the 7-level feelings
the 7-level feeling.
I cannot change.
I cannot change.
I am used to the programming.
I am used to the programming.
It's all that I know.
It's all that I know.
I'm not allowed to have a life other than that.
I am not allowed to have a life other than that.
It's okay for people to abuse me.
It's okay for people to abuse me.
It's okay for people to manipulate me.
It's okay for people to manipulate me.
I cannot stand my ground.
I cannot stand my ground.
What else? Ooh, that shifted. I just felt that shift. I hope you guys felt that. It just went whoom. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I felt that shift. It just like it's almost like somebody took a vacuum to my left eye in my head and took that energy away. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Wow, that was powerful. Okay. A dagger feeling behind your right ear. I'm a failure. Let's go. What is it now? Let's scale it. Everybody, on a scale of 0 to 10. I'm getting a 4 or 5. What are you guys getting? Oh man, you're getting a 6. Oh God. All right, 5, 6, 4. Yeah, we'll take the highest. We'll take the highest one. The highest bidder. D's our highest bidder. All right. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This 6th-level remnants.
This 6th-level remnant.
I cannot let go.
I cannot let go.
This negative programming.
This negative programming.
It controls my life.
It controls my life.
It's what I've always known.
It's what I've always known.
It's who I am.
It's who I am.
It's who I will continue to be.
It's who I will continue to be.
From this lifetime into many lifetimes.
From this lifetime into many lifetimes.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. God, doesn't it feel good to let this mess go? Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, we're running over a little bit today. On a scale of 0 to 10, I got a 3. What did you guys get? 3. 1. Good job. 2. 1. 2. We'll take the highest bid again. 3. All right, this should be our last round. I self-abuse. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
My negative self-talk
My negative self-talk
allows me to self-abuse.
allows me to self-abuse.
It's my justification.
It's my justification.
It allows me to stay in toxic situations.
It allows me to stay in toxic situations.
I'm not good enough to be out of them.
I am not good enough to get out of things.
I am not worthy.
I am not worthy.
I have to stay down.
I have to stay down.
What else? I cannot forgive myself.
I cannot forgive myself.
It's okay for others to abuse me.
It's okay for others to abuse me.
I forgive them more than I forgive myself.
I should give them more than I should give myself. If I have
No.
to win, I suffer.
If I have to win, I suffer. If I have to forgive them, or it's like I forgive them more than I forgive me.
I forgive them more than I forgive me.
I cannot offload the stress and anxiety.
I cannot offload the stress and anxiety.
I cannot love myself. That's impossible.
I cannot love myself. It's impossible.
I'm afraid to love myself.
I'm afraid to love me.
I'm scarred. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of my being is willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Oh, God, I feel like we finally did it. All right, let's close. We did it. We did
Shut
it.
the door.
Hooray! Hooray! Yep, we're at a 0. Well, I'm actually at about like a 1.5, but I'll deal with it. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self-love,
and the ability to talk positively
and the ability to talk positively
about ourselves and others
about ourselves and others
in all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all of those wonderful spaces we've just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
We finally did it. Go give blood, everybody, if you can. I love it. It's good karma, and we'll see you on the flip side. Thank you all for showing up. I'm sorry I can't hold for questions, but I have to run out the door and go give blood. So
I can
thank
hold for
you. Thank you,
questions.
Ronan.
See
Thank
y'all
you,
later.
everybody.
Bye,
Love
Liz.
you
Drive
guys.
safe.
Bye.